Hello, Alex THFC. Welcome to another video. Back with Alex at THFC. Just going through the Tottenham versus West Ham match that was last Sunday, where we won 3-1. And now everybody's really excited. And from what Conte says, a side that he really enjoys because he says to him that this is a side that is more in his image, the way that Conte plays, Conte ball. That's what people have said before, and it's becoming more of his image, as they say. So we're going to look into that. We're going to look into that and see whether that is the case, or as he cracked it, or is it just another false storm for Tottenham? So we'll look into that today. So firstly, like we say, we're going to go straight into the formation. Not really that there was anything to be surprised about with the formation, but yeah, same team, same personnel. Looking at the individuals and the partnerships, this partnership between Kulicheski and Doherty, very very it has really helped the team a lot, especially Kulicheski, who's been very impressive since he started. I still feel that he needs more time. I was still not impressed with the signing in terms of strategy, but that's another story. But he has been very, very good, as like Bentancur as well. Very helpful to Højbjerg, who's really upped his game in that sense. I'm still not really sold on him in terms of how he is as a player. I just feel for me he's not too dissimilar to Winks, but I will go into that a little bit further as we go on in the video. But yeah, Reguilon and then Davis. Davis has been very impressive in defence in that three-man defence. I think he's been the most reliable at the three. But Romero has been on and off. He's still a great player, great relaxing player. Very calm on the ball. But he's been lucky that he hasn't got himself into more trouble in terms of bookings and stuff, and maybe even nearly getting sent off and stuff. Really, but the main players that have been very good this season for us and has helped us a lot, especially when Conte has come as Kane and Son, and they've been the mainstay in that team mainly. And Son has had a lot of criticism recently, but did find his form back against Brighton. Even though Brighton did play to our strengths, I think, and that was the thing, especially after the first goal. I have to say that. But yeah, that was it really for me. And we got the job done really. So going into the West Ham game, the first part of the game for me, it was mainly up, end to end, very much end to end. West Ham did dominate the ball for the first part of the game, but there was a lot of pressure from Tottenham. We could see there's a lot of pressing from Tottenham. West Ham, who are very high on their victory, were missing a few players, such as Bowen, for instance, who's been very crucial for them, scoring a lot of goals. Could have caused us a lot of problems if he was playing as well. But the mainstay of that midfield was Rice, Declan Rice, and Thomas Suchek. One of the big players in that midfield that dominated our midfield battle against Højbjerg and Skip in the Carabao Cup quarter final. It was such a worry for Tottenham that they brought another midfielder in to try and combat that, but unfortunately we still struggle with Rice, Declan Rice taking more of the game and dictating a lot of the game later on as well. And luckily we got through. Um, but mainly the main threat from West Ham was Antonio. Antonio's caused us a lot of problems recently, and he was he was a thorn. He's been a thorn in Tottenham's side. Just going back into the formation, just to see the West Ham, just to show that again. Yeah, and Ben Rama, who's been very impressive. Again, a very big, close unit, West Ham, and I think that's shown against in the Europa League game where they beat Seville, and hopefully they don't go any further. I mean, if they do win the Europa League, there'll be question marks on whether they've had a better season than Tottenham. They definitely, undoubtedly, had a better season than Tottenham. Even if we do supposedly get top four, which again I'm not going to go into it again because you know my thoughts on that. But yeah, that's it really. And just to go on the game, go back onto the game. Just to go back on the game, it was an end to end at the start, but West Ham did have a lot of the possession and Tottenham trying to pressure. The main part of the start of the first part, the crucial part of the game for me was the first goal. The first goal was the most important thing, and we got the first goal very, very quickly. And it was from some very good pressing from Tottenham. That really focused really from Doherty, who really pressed hard of Masiaku. Masiaku they were in possession, West Ham, and they just we pressed them really high, and because of that we uh, we were we won the ball back high as well, which was very good as well for us. Now just showing the image of that, and you can see on your from Marziaku who's on the left, and then you got Doherty there on the right here. He's just about to just press him straight away. He's on him straight away like a shot, straight away like a shot, and he intercepts the ball. And as you can see, as soon as he intercepts the ball, you can see straight away Kulichevsky's right in there trying to say, "Yeah, I'm on his toes, looking to make it start a counter attack for Tottenham." But then you can see on the just about your end of your screen there, Harry Kane just about to go as well, just about to go as well, just about to go as well. And as you can see there, and there we go. And he chooses the option of Harry Kane, and Harry Kane keeps on going. And then you can see Son here, because as soon as Kane's going, he knows the pass is on straight away for Song. He can straight away see it straight away. And as you can see there, unfortunately for Suzuma, and unfortunately he ends up in the back of his own net, and he scores. Unfortunately, not Son. So yeah, that was the first goal, and that was a very crucial part where we got the first goal, so it put us straight away in the ascendancy, straight away. Then another crucial part of the game, which ironically was as a result of a mistake from Kane, another mistake from Kane, and this was a very crucial part of the game as well, because if West Ham did equalise, it would have put us on the back foot, definitely, given them some encouragement as well. Um, some very big encouragement, I would say. Big encouragement, definitely. And that's what this shows us, this action here. It was Tottenham in possession, Højbjerg in possession here. It was good interchange here, trying to interchange between Højbjerg and Reguilon. Reguilon finds the ball to Kane. Kane comes deep, and look how many players are around Kane. Look at the pressure on Kane. Look at it, and he's trying to get out of it. No one's helping him out. No one's very close to him whatsoever. You can see straight away no one's close to him. And then Kane, unfortunately, and if you look in between Højbjerg and Bentancur, you can see Antonio, and he can sense that Kane's gonna is in trouble here. He's in trouble, bad, big trouble here. And then he's looking at it and thinking, "Yep, I can go. I can go here. I can go here. Because if he makes a bad pass here, I can intercept it here and go." And that's what he's gonna do. And if you move it on here, he does. Unfortunately, puts Davis in a bit of trouble. And unfortunately for Tottenham, he shoots it wide. Now that was a crucial part of the game, very crucial part, because if Tottenham equalise, it puts West Ham on the ascendancy. Their tails are up, and it could have been a very sticky situation for Tottenham, especially the fact that they got through their Europa League game against Seville. they're really on a big high. West Ham definitely, especially a competition like that, leading to possibly getting to Champions League as well. So yeah, that was a very crucial part of the game, where West Ham luckily did not equalise at all, and luckily didn't get anywhere. Unfortunately for them. But after that, Tottenham settled down and started to play on the use get some catch West Ham on the counter attack, and that's where Tottenham are at their best recently. Well, that's what their MO basically, where they seem to always know when to counter attack and counter attack fast. I think they use the instinct better. If they think a little bit more, I think most of the players that play for Tottenham, if they think a little bit more, they start making mistakes. If they use their instinct, Tottenham are much more in a better position. I say definitely better position, and this is something that I want to share with you guys. Um, it was a very good attack, set up by started by Romero and Bentancur, who were very instrumental in the game. And this is where Kulu he passed it to Kulu, and he goes on the half turn and then gets going straight away, and it leads us into attack. And this is where I think he's helped Kane and Son, because rather than Kane and Son trying to create most of their chances, he's helping them a lot as well. I still think he needs a lot of time. He still needs time. I think we'll see the best of him next season, hopefully the pre-season as well. But this was good interchange here from Kulu and Kane here, and Kane finds Kulu again, and then you can see straight away Son's straight away looking to get in behind the West Ham defender. You can see Zuma's worried two ways, worried about Kulu, but we're also worried about Son behind him as well. So he's got a lot of other things to worry about as well. And luckily, Kulu gets through, and unfortunately for Tottenham, Son hits the post outside of the post, and that was a chance for Tottenham. Unfortunately, that gone big in. Unfortunately, but it just shown you that first goal and West Ham missing put Tottenham in the ascendancy, and that proved crucial again. Well, it was a missed opportunity, unfortunately, for Tottenham to put Tottenham more in the ascendancy. But showing Tottenham on the break, crucial, the clinical, very clinical, but unfortunately not too clinical on that occasion. So then we move on to the other parts of the match. It was mainly Tottenham. It's still, you know, equal game in terms of West Ham. West Ham were trying to get back into the game after they let in the first goal, and but didn't want to. They didn't want to let in any give anything else out, because they knew that Tottenham would be be more clever and more trying to get more goals, and then they'll be more clinical, especially with Kane and Song up front. So then, this, unfortunately for West Ham and good for us, Son scores, and this is a goal that that we scored. Um, and it was some good play from Tottenham, some very good play, good counter attacking football again for Tottenham, that we did, and very crucial in terms of putting us more in the ascendancy in the game. Um, More ascendancy in the game, definitely. So this was when Romero's on the ball here, and there's some good passing from the back from Tottenham. Bentancur, who was very influential, very crucial in this game today, and was very heavily influencing the game today as well. And then this is when, and I'm just going to go back a little bit here, because Bentancur had a lot in this move. And as you can see, he's making himself available. Something that didn't happen that first part after the first goal, and Kane made that mistake. No one was making himself available for Kane to help him out, basically. Because you can see West Ham are trying to press. They can see they're trying to press our team, trying to lead out some mistakes of the team as well. and Bentancur's really helping out the team here. And then he finds a pass here for Kulu, for no for Kane. I mean, and Kane, he finds a pass to Son, who again. You can see here, Kulu's here. He's looking at his hands. He's just saying, "Look, look, look! I'm available, I'm available." But Son's got the confidence to shoot into the back of the net, and that's 2-0. 2-0 Tottenham, and Tottenham really on the ascendancy now, and putting us in a very good position in the match. 34 minutes now. That's really good for Tottenham. Now, another crucial part of the game, which put the result in doubt, unfortunately, and this has led from a mistake from well, that was 24 minutes. Sorry, that was 24 minutes. But yeah, on 34 minutes, this was a mistake from Doherty to lead to the goal for West Ham. Unfortunately, um, because we made a crucial mistake. Now, just bringing that up now, but it was a very we were on in the ascendancy, and it was just really just us just letting ourselves off the gas a little bit, and I think that was the problem there. I think we didn't realize that we didn't let ourselves off the gas a little bit, unfortunately, and it was from a ball over the top here from the left back, and you can see here Mezuaku, he's pressuring Doherty, and Doherty unfortunately lets the ball in behind, unfortunately, and that was left behind for a corner. And this is the crucial part here. Now, if you can see here, now I'm trying to find Benrahma here, but the ball here, you can see it's a big melee in that box. Tottenham are concerned because West Ham are very effective in corners, and then you can see here. I'm just going to go back 22 here, Benrahma, and you can see no one's marking him. Everyone else is marked. Suzuma, Dawson, everybody else. You can see Antonio there as well. Mark it being marked as well. But unfortunately for Tottenham, it's headed on, and you can see Benrahma unmarked in the penalty area. It's a very good strike, a very good strike, and that put West Ham back in the game. That put West Ham back in the game, unfortunately for Tottenham. Um, a very good strike here, very good strike here from Benrahma, and puts West Ham back in the game, and puts us in a bit of a knife edge, unfortunately as well. So yeah, that was another crucial part of the game which put West Ham back in the game, unfortunately. So now we're going into the second half of the game, where Tottenham was still 2-1 up, kind of in the ascendancy. It was just really Tottenham just sensible, being sensible, not being too silly with the ball, not giving anything away, not giving any set pieces away, because West Ham are very good at their set pieces as well. So it's very crucial for them to keep going. Not give anything away to West Ham. Just do not give anything to West Ham. That was the main thing. Do not give anything to West Ham. And if we did do that, game would be definitely ours for the taking. Definitely. Now, they're only going to 48 minutes. This is another crucial part of the game. Another chance that I highlighted for when we were playing when in the second half. And this is when Doherty unfortunately missed a chance, and it was some good play, good interchange play, a ball over the top. This is Davis that's just put the ball over the top there, and there we go. And Kane's straight away. And there's a lot of times today, a lot of times on Sunday where Kane was predominantly up front. I think Kulusevski has helped that. I think we're pushing more higher up the pitch, which is very good as well. But I think that's the main thing for me. I think if Kane stays up front, I think that's very good. I still think we rely on him very highly. But on this move here, Kane does really well here. Does really well here, and this is a feature of Doherty. Doherty is pushing up front, trying to get trying to get more goals, and I think that's crucial for Tottenham. We need more goals in that midfield, and he tries to get through, and unfortunately, it just goes. He misses, unfortunately, just misses, unfortunately, and that just shows you the job of the wing back. Jobs of the wing back. We will be looking at other areas, other times when the wing backs did go forward as well. But that was another crucial part of where we missed another opportunity. But Doherty needs to be more stronger. I think that's the thing. Needs to be more stronger because as a wing back now in that system of Conte's, the wing backs are very crucial as Spurs in terms of scoring goals. But he's getting into the right positions though, and he's trying to affect more of the game. I think that's very good in that sense as well. So I think that was very good as well. And I think that was very good to see from Doherty. Now we're going to go on to another part of the game I thought was very, very crucial. And this again was a setup, again highlighting partnership of Son and Kane. Again, a very, very good attack from Tottenham again, but again highlights again the crucial part of Harry Kane and Son. Bentacore again intercepting this the attack, another counter attack again. We're highlighting again from Tottenham, and this was when West Ham was on the ball. Bentacore intercepts the ball, and this is where Son's on straight away on it. He's using his pace. This is when he's really at his stride, really at his stride, and you can see straight away Kane. He's straight away on it as well, and you can see Kulu as well. No one else can catch up with him. Unfortunately for Tottenham again, Kane misses, unfortunately. Good defending there. Good goalkeeping there from Fabianski, though. Good goalkeeping from Fabianski, but a good move there from Tottenham. Again, counter-attacking football again, and again, I think it highlights again when Tottenham are not thinking a lot, using their instinct. It does help. It does. We are more effective using our instinct more than when we're thinking a lot of the time. Um, there's a move as well that I will show you that shows you this as well because when we don't when we don't when we don't think about it, when we don't think a lot and use when we use the instincts, they are very they are very more effective when they've got more time on the ball. That's when they struggle to break teams down and they don't know what to do with things. But they are getting better. They are getting better with the drilling of Conte. You can see it's getting better. I still think that they will struggle against the top side. I think a low block. That's when especially later on in the game, there will be a struggle. I think, and I think it's highlighted in certain areas of this game as well because West Ham did you know, but did pose us a little bit of a problem in terms of their low block as well. But they were trying to push to try and score goals as well because they were, they were struggling to because they need to get back into the game. That was the main thing for them. So that was the main thing for West Ham. But the fact that we scored the goal so early and those goals so early, I think that puts us in the ascendancy. But again, it does this option, this chance here, this pattern of play just shows you that we still struggle. There were opportunities there for West Ham. There were opportunities for West Ham where West Ham could have equalised, and that this is when we weren't so we were very lucky. We were very lucky, unfortunately. We're very lucky, unfortunately. Very lucky, unfortunately. I mean, and this is it. Across here, it was again started off by a move here from Declan Rice, who had a little bit of an effective on the game, not as much of effectiveness like he did in the Carabao Cup quarter final. Masiaku scored crossed the ball. It's headed on, and then you can see here a ball here for Antonio, number three, here, crossing it in here, and then unfortunately for Antonio, he he shoots high and wide, high, high, high into the stand. Another crucial chance for Antonio, who looked tired, and I think, you know, towards the end, the substitute came on for him, so I didn't get his name right. I'm not going to say his name wrong, unfortunately. Yevchenko, unfortunately. Sorry if I got that wrong. Um, Came on, and unfortunately he was less effective as well. Unfortunately, but that was kind of a threat done for West Ham when he came off. Um, Antonio. And it just shows you highlights that they did miss somebody a, a false up front since Antonio came off, unfortunately for them. So yeah, so we're going on to the what another part of the game later on in the game, which I want to highlight. And this is now looking into Reguilon, and who's got a lot of question marks. And for me, I think it's highlighted by the fact that Reguilon's got a lot of question marks because of the performances of Sessegnon, unfortunately, who's injured at the moment. I think he's not used to playing this wing back role. He's more comfortable as a left back. But to be honest with you, as a left back, even when he was playing for Nuno, it wasn't very good. He was getting spun a lot of the time, and he's not, for me. He's not as aggressive as Sessegnon is. Not as aggressive as Sessegnon. Sessegnon takes on his man more, and he's more taking more chances more as well, and leading to goals as well. Really, but yeah, we'll show. I'll just show this action now, because I think it was a highlight of why Reguilon's struggling. Reguilon is struggling as a wing back for me. Very much struggling as a wing back for me. And yeah, so I'm just gonna just come off this screen now, and here we go. There we go here, and this is on 61 minutes. Again on the counter attack, Son running at the defence, and then finds Kane, and then you can see on the left Reguilon's bombing down that left-hand side, and just as he goes into the box, it looks like he's struggling. Looks like he's struggling, but then after that, he falls to the ground. And really, to be honest, yeah, I think it's just a case of he should have been more stronger, 100% more stronger. Didn't do enough strong. It wasn't strong enough for me, and I think that's where he lost it for me, unfortunately. Um, and yeah, we just gonna just put it back here. Just put it back here. You know, he could have found Son here. He could have passed it back to Kane, but unfortunately, when he looked down the roll, and look, he's in space here. Son, straight away you can see with our marker, you can see he's in space here. But unfortunately, he falls to the ground, and that's it. And he just shows that he's struggling. He's struggling in terms of that wing back role, unfortunately. And I think it's highlights from this image here, just highlighted from this image here straight away, unfortunately. Um, so yeah, unfortunately that was a case with Reguilon. And there was other parts of the game that he struggled as well. He missed a few chances as well. Yeah, just wasn't his day. But I think really it hasn't been very good for quite a while, unfortunately. Um, hasn't been very good at all, really, unfortunately. Um, I think now I will go on to the possession part of and us showing that we are getting better in possession. We're looking for spaces, trying to break people down. I think, but I think there still needs to be a lot of improvements. I think that's where we're gonna see Tottenham during pre-season with Conte, hopefully. if he stays, because we still don't know that yet. Whether we'll see more, I think, more less hesitation on the ball. I think that's the thing I would say, because there's a lot of hesitation on the ball for Tottenham. I think that's where we struggle, and I think it's highlighted in this clip here. And as you can see here, some good interchange in here at the back, but it's again going backwards, always going backwards, because we're not moving unfortunately I can't show you the full screen, but you can't see that much movement, not someone trying to take risks going away. And this move goes on for quite a while. This passing move here, where and it only ends up at the end, towards the end, and it's quite a few passes here, quite a few passes where we're trying to find options here. We get to the end of the box, and again you can see, because of the West Ham are very making it very hard to break down, and it only takes to the quite a few passes away that we realise we need to go wide. We need to go wide, and unfortunately it was a it ends up Reguilon again missing another chance, and not making the most of the chance as well. But I think from what I see here, with there wasn't enough movement up front again. But towards the end of it, we started to realise, and you see now, as you can see in this move, and I've just gone back a few steps away from it, before the ball was crossed in. You can see Romero, he's coming up front now because he's using his initiative. And I don't. This is the thing with Tottenham. We don't use our initiative. A lot of players don't use their initiative. They're very reactive, and I think that's what Conte's trying to do at the moment, trying to change the mindset from being reactive to proactive. And I think that would be crucial. And I think that's why I criticise a lot of the time with um, with Hoiberg. I think there's a lot more come from some players like Bentancur and Kulu. They're more proactive and see what they need to want to do before they do it, like Kane and Son do. I think that comes with training. I think that comes with training, drilling, and I think that's where I think we are weak. Definitely. I think we struggle when the game's not going well for us. That's where we struggle, and then we rely heavily on Harry Kane and Son. And I think that's our problem at the moment. I mean, the stats says it for us. Look at the stats. The next after Kane and Son as goal scorers, own goals are our next goal scorer basically. So that's another worry for us. I've got to say that has to be another worry for us, definitely. Going on to the next highlight that I've highlighted from the West Ham game, um, because again, it shows you, highlights a lot about how we play as well, um, and this was another good action for me, another great action for me. Um, but this was a Kane chance, ironically, set up by Hoiberg. And for me, Hoiberg, I have to say this. I have to say this. He's no dissimilar to Winks for me. He isn't. He's just not. He's not too dissimilar to Winks for me. I just don't feel that he does the same thing like Winks. Winks finds through passes like he does as well. I think for me, he does suit a two more. Hoiberg suits more of a two than Winks does. He does struggle in a two. Winks, yes, we've established that as well. But for me, I still think, yeah, he's been okay. I think he's been good. I think he's been doing his job. This was a good action, but I think he had a lot of time on the ball. A lot of time on the ball. For me, a lot of time on the ball. And I think that just shows you that, if you have a better midfielder, I think you'll get more out of him. To be honest with you, for instance, Skip. For instance, I think that Skip's got more to his game. I think Skip's got more to his game. But this was another good passing move from Tottenham. Again, Bentancur trying to start 1-2 off, and again, look at this here. West Ham giving in loads of space, and look. No one's really looking behind. Only Kane. You can see straight away. So really, to be honest with you, this was West Ham's fault here because they should have been looking and keeping an eye on him. And luckily for them, he didn't get it. But it's a good pass. It's a very good pass. Good find from Hoiberg. We have to give him credit for that. But unfortunately, Kane couldn't find the back of the net. And again, shows you, Kane at his best there. In small spaces, getting the ball and score and nearly scoring, and should have punished West Ham and should have killed off the game for Tottenham. Should have killed off the game for Tottenham. Definitely should have killed off the game for Tottenham. So yeah, that was another opportunity for Tottenham. Another opportunity for Tottenham. For me, this is when West Ham were getting tired. Mainly just getting tired, really, basically, and just wasn't really. It looked like it just wasn't going to be their day. Wasn't going to be their day. And I think it was highlighted by this last shot by Tottenham finishing him off by finishing him off. Um, Finishing him off with the last goal came at the very end of the match, nearly towards the end of the match, before stoppage time, added on time, I mean. And this was really quite a simple goal at the end. I think it just highlighted that the West Ham tired. They tired from that from the amount of minutes they played in the last match, in the Europa League match. Again, ball over the top from Luis. Kane wins the header, and Son again trying to break through the lines, and he got through, and that was it. Game, set, match, done. And the stadium was rocking. It was definitely rocking. A lot of Tottenham fans were very, very impressed. See the work that has been done by Conte, and it was very, very good in terms of the victory for Tottenham, and that finished off the game for Tottenham. I mean, some of the highlights for me, I have to say this. It was Bentancur. Bentancur shown his class, I think, and shown his skill, his calmness as well. Romero again, I think he does help the team the way he goes forward. He uses his initiative to try and help out the team. And I think that just highlights where we are becoming more rounded as a team. There's more partnerships now growing within the team as well. I think the problem for Tottenham at the moment is that that's the same team that's played against Brighton, and we haven't seen a lot of Bergwijn, we haven't seen a lot of Moira, we haven't seen a lot of some of the other uh, players on the substitute bench as well. I mean, when we look at the team, we've got Scarlett, who surprisingly is impressing Conte from his training as well, and uh, that's been a, a problem for us, is that we've been so reliant on Kane and Son, because the goals have come from Kane and Son at the end of the day, and whether we miss chances with the other players, they're not stepping up as much as those two, and the problem is when Kane and Son are not in the team, what's going to happen? What is going to happen? There's no goals in that midfield. We are seeing a lot of Doherty and Reguilon trying to get to the full. We're not seeing anything in that midfield. It's more tighter in that midfield. I mean, it's good to see that Davis and Romero are coming forward a lot of the time, which I've shown in some of those examples. But for me, there needs to be more of a team where everyone else is stepping up, and it's not just the job of Kane and Son to do all the scoring. And that's for me is our weakness at the end of the day. I still think we should utilize more Moura and Bergwijn. I'm not. I've got my doubts on Moura. I've got to be honest. Um, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what we do against Newcastle. We've got a international break now coming up, that we're in at the moment, and be interested to see what happens next in terms of the next game against Newcastle. Another difficult game. They were in very good form. The last game they lost against Everton. I think yes, I think it was like their last game, Newcastle. So they'll pose a big threat for Tottenham. And it'll be interesting to see what we do. But it's going to be interesting. Seeing how we develop. I'm not going to go on about top four. Like I said, top four is not really a big. I'm not keen on. I don't think top four is going to happen at all. I told you why. 70 points or more. We're not going to get near it. Let alone get it or get near it. For me, um, I know Arsenal are doing okay at the moment. I think that the thing that highlights me for Arsenal at the moment, they're playing more like a team, and then there's no one that they really are um, relying on like we are, unfortunately, like Kane and Son. But we'll see what happens. I think Europa League place is crucial for us. I think we need a Europa League place. That's what we should be going for at the end of the day. But it's good to see Conte happy. I know that from what I heard, he's now with his family now in Italy. So taking a break because his family are in Italy now, still living in Italy. So hopefully he has a long break and then he comes back refreshed. And yeah, we go on to Newcastle next. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for all watching. Please comment on anything that I've said today. I'd just like to see your comments on what I've said in terms of the tactics and what you've seen in terms of the images, my thoughts were. If you agree with it or disagree with it, I'm all welcome. But yep, I hope you all take care of yourselves. Hopefully, have a video in soon, soon as possible. I'm not going to promise because I might not do it, but hopefully soon. I will be at the Newcastle game, just to let you know. I will be at the Newcastle game, so looking forward to that as well. So, yep, take care of yourselves and come on, you Spurs. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.